In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get 10 million coins every day. That is 24 hours. This strategy is absolutely insane. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it today, and fortunately enough, it is also tiny taskable. You can do it manually if you want, but I have found a way to tiny task it, and so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to tiny task the method. So, of course, a few things you're going to need before this video starts is A, you will need the Tiny Task application. You can go to tinytask.net and download it. If you're on mobile, or if you're on Mac or console, then just play the game manually and do this exact same method. It's just, if you're not on computer, unfortunately, you won't be able to, like, AFK it overnight. The other thing you're going to need is you are going to need the Flash. He is a great legendary unit, so you should have him anyways, but make sure you get your hands on him, and it's best if you get the Berserker trait on him. Unfortunately, I got one with with the unique trait from this game, so I have that as well. If you burn 2, you can place 10, so just burn however many flashes you can, and make sure you also have a Bat Millionaire. So I'll just show you guys. Pretty much this is what you want your team to look like, with the addition of, if you have more flashes, fill in these slots with more flashes. So this is what the team you want it to look like, just like this, and then however many flashes you have. If you only have one, that's fine. I could do this like this. Sorry, I keep clicking the wrong buttons. I could do it like this. This is like the bare minimal. Make sure you have at least a flash and a Bat Millionaire. And then the last thing you need to do is be at, I'll show you guys right here, you need to be at Dark Cave Act 4. The reason why Dark Cave Act 4 works so well is because in story mode, you get coins and EXP on rewards based off of your damage. And the Act 4 boss of Dark Cave is a regen boss, meaning you can literally just farm the boss for damage and get like 4 million damage and get like 60,000 coins every 6 minutes. It's absolutely absurd and overpowered. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to tiny task that today. Now, because there is no retry button, unfortunately, we do have to tiny task from the lobby. So we have to return to the lobby after every bit. That does mean that doing this manually is going to be faster. So if you can do it manually, like if you're online, I would highly recommend doing it manually. But if you're getting off for the night, going to bed or whatever, then tiny tasking it also works just fine. Now for my tiny task, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start from out here in the Roblox homepage. So just my tiny task settings, in case you guys are curious. Playback speed 1x, I have continuous playback on. My recording hotkey is F8, and my playback hotkey is Control-Shift-Alt-P. All I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to hit F8 once I am here in this menu here. Of course, if you play other games, make sure that whenever you run the tiny task, that Champions Tower Defense is your last played, or else you'll be clicking on a different game. All I'm going to do is, it doesn't matter where you start, I'll just start over here on my avatar. I'm going to hit F8, which is my start hotkey. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hit play on Champions TD. We'll give it a second, and loading could take different times, so I'd say we wait until 20 seconds on our tiny task. It's at 13 right now, so we're going to wait until it hits 20, 17, 18, 19, 20. All we got to do, hit OK. I'll spam click here for a tiny bit. Hit play again, and then all we're going to do is we are going to walk forward. Now, I would recommend, turn on the sprint. I would recommend going to one of the back ones, because it could mess up, theoretically, if someone else is there. So make sure you go to one of the back ones. There we go. Use the slider at the bottom. You have to use the slider at the bottom. Dark Cave World 4, Act 4, Friends Only, select, start. Now, in the case that someone joins you, or someone is already in the portal you're trying to join, your tiny task will get messed up. But it's fine, because after every attempt, we are leaving to head back to like the main Roblox screen, which means it will be reset after every attempt, and if it does break one of the attempts, it's not going to break for the entire night. Instead, it will just break for 6 minutes. Go ahead, give it a second to load in, hit start. Go ahead, all you have to do is walk. Gotta be really careful here. This map is extremely annoying. Make sure you walk over on one of those bridges. Now, we have to get over here, right here. This is where we want to be. Go ahead, start off with a Bat Millionaire. And then we're going to place a second Bat Millionaire. Give it a second. There we are. Place a second one. Now, I brought my Chosen One and my Berserker Flash. I obviously start off with my Chosen One since it has 7x damage. So it allows me to farm for longer. Now, we're going to go ahead. Next farm upgrade, we're going to upgrade one of our Billionaires. Now, next time we get money, we need to place down a Flash. Like I said, I placed down the Chosen One because he has 7x damage. If you do not have a Chosen One Flash, that is a-okay. Also, make sure you place him near the back because you don't actually want to kill the boss. We are going to sell this Flash later. We're just using him early game. I'm going to upgrade him once as well just to make sure we don't let anything get through. Now, if you don't have a Chosen One Flash, place your Flashes up here. This is where we are going to have them placed. Or the normal ones are going to be placed up here. I'm going to sell this guy as soon as I place these guys down. Make sure we continue farming. There we go. Get him down. There we are. So yeah. And also, if you don't have a Chosen One, chances are you're going to need to upgrade the Flash more than farm. So just figure out the scaling for you. Upgrade the Flash if you need to. If you can do what I'm doing right now, where you can upgrade all of these guys to 1200 before upgrading your Flash, then perfect. But sometimes that isn't the case because, you know, if you don't have the Chosen One, you don't have that 7x damage, which is a major help. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to upgrade him a bit on this upgrade here. Let's get him to Lightning Throw like that. Now let's go ahead. Let's actually upgrade these guys a bit. There we are. We only get them to upgrade one. We only have to upgrade them once, and it will be a-okay from there. Now, our objective is not to win. We are not going to win. We're not going to kill the boss. We want to keep him alive because we're trying to farm his regen ability. If you have a Chosen One Flash, you will kill the boss. All right. There we go. All Billionaires are placed and gotten to upgrade 1. So now we're going to go ahead, place down your Berserker Flashes. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Place down your Berserker Flashes over here. Just lined up like so. And one more. There we are. And now we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to wait for my wave income to come in here. And we start maxing out these guys right here. Like that. We are going to go ahead, like I said, sell the Chosen One. If you brought a Chosen One, sell it. Remember, our objective is not to kill the Flash. Or sorry, not to kill the Flash. Not to kill the boss. We instead want to keep the boss alive to farm its regen. So honestly, having only one Flash is perfect. My team is probably the best possible team you could have for this. Having a Chosen One Flash to start off at early game. And then to sell it and just run the Berserker Flash in order to farm damage is probably the best you have. Be wary, if you bring too many Flashes, you might actually kill the boss. And like I said, our goal is to not kill the boss. We do not want to kill the boss. There we go. So I believe we have everyone maxed except the one in the back. We'll just quickly check. And yep, so just the guy in the back we need to max out, which we'll do that in a couple seconds here. And bam. There we go. We now have them all maxed. And now we simply wait. I am not going to skip ahead because I want to show you guys I don't do anything. So instead, I will put it in time-lapse until the boss spawns, and I will show you guys why this is so overpowered. So I will see you guys once the boss comes out. Alright, boss is out. You can see he has almost 10,000 HP. And keep in mind, he has regen. So every time we hit him, he is going to regenerate his health. Meaning he is pretty much just an infinite hit farm for our Flashes, which is going to be extremely good for damage. We'll see how much damage we get up to. Normally in story mode, you get anywhere from like 1 to 1.5 million damage, depending on what you're doing. But on this act specifically, because of the regen, you get a whole lot more. So, we'll see how much we get here in a second. Once we actually start attacking the boss, you'll see once we attack him, his health will go down. And then he just instantly goes back up. See, he's right over there. We can see him. He's got little regen particles coming off of him. And he regens extremely fast. So, our Flashes are not going to be able to kill him. I can beat the act normally as long as I place down my Chosen One Flash. But without them, just using the normal flashes, you do lose. But that's fine because that allows us to get the most damage possible that we can do. So here we go. See, he's starting to take damage, and he just heals up to full every time. So this is what you got to do. This is how you do it. It is extremely overpowered because we are just absolutely farming damage off of him. Like, farming damage. We're already almost up to 2 mil. I don't know how much we'll get to, like 2.5, maybe 3 mil. We'll see, and then we'll see how much gold that gives us in return. And then I will show you guys how to end the tiny task off as well. And of course, if you're not tiny tasking, it's totally okay. Like I said, you can do this manually. It's all up to whatever you want to do. So yeah, you can see we're just going to completely let him walk into the base. All right, we're not going to stop him from walking into the base. We are just using him to farm damage. That's all we want from him. And we're going to get like 50,000 gold from this or something crazy. It's absurd. Already up to 3.5 million gold. Or sorry, 3.5 million damage. We're going to get up to 4 million damage here. This is crazy. Look at that, 4 million damage. And then he walks into our base. So game is over. In a second, are we going to get, we might get 4.5 million, almost 4.5 million. Might actually get it from these enemies at the end here. Yep, 4.5 million damage, guys. 4.5 million. Absolutely absurd. And then the round will be over in a second. Actually, we might have won. I'm not even sure. Yeah, we did win. There we go. We won. We got 38,000 coins and 9,500 XP. This is amazing XP farm and coin farm. Now, all we have to do is hit return. I'm not too sure if you can leave from right there. I like returning to the lobby just to make sure that my data saves. Because I'm not too sure if it saves when the victory scene pops up or if when you return to the lobby. Once we get back in the lobby, you can see we gained the XP, or yeah, level 79 now, 250,000 coins. Hit escape, hit leave, and then once you're here, give it a second. Just make sure everything's fine. Click away from here. I'm just gonna go over here, and then we're gonna hit F8 again to stop my recording. I'll save this as Tiny Task CTD, and then you go ahead, you can put it on continuous playback. Hit Control-Shift-Alt-P, which is my playback hotkey. Remember that. Yours could be different. And now it plays for you. And there you go. That is the tiny task done. Now, if the tiny task does not work for you, or if you have any issues with it, you can always feel free to ask me down below in the comments. But if you are really, really struggling with it, just remember, you can also do it manually. That still works. You can do that manually. It's faster to do it manually, actually. Because you don't have to, give extra time in between loading and whatever. You can just walk over here and whatever, walk in and select it and start it. So it's a lot faster if you can do it manually. So I would recommend doing it manually, but if you can't, that's what the tiny task is there for, when you're sleeping or whatever. But yeah, when you're online, I would highly recommend doing it yourself because there will be no downtime. Sometimes you get a different angle. It's possible you get a different angle when you spawn into the game. If that happens, don't worry, it doesn't happen every single time. You have to remember, like in Anime Adventures, there are occasions where you get different angles, different spawn locations, stuff like that. When that happens, all you have to do is wait. Your tiny task will not break for the entire night if one of the times is a different angle. The reason is because once the tiny task is over, we leave and rejoin the game. So all you're going to do is, let's say the angle is different. You might be walking into a wall for 8 minutes. But then once the 8 minutes are up, you'll leave the lobby and restart it again. And basically, if it will hopefully give you the right angle that next time through. So yeah, that's today's video. I hope you guys find this helpful. I was planning to upload a video tomorrow on the game, and I probably still will. But I don't know how long this regen boss is going to be around for, so I wanted to drop this video so you guys could get the grind going, because I know getting mythics in this game is like next to impossible. So best of luck getting mythics. Let me know how it goes down below in the comments. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully I get a creator code, guys. I don't know why I don't have one yet. I've been asking them, but hopefully I get one soon. If I do get one, it will probably just be Valor. So once that is in, it would mean a lot to me if you guys could use that. But that's going to do it for the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.